Live from Sacramento City Hall, it's the SacVibes podcast.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to SacVibes, the local government podcast that educates, engages, and empowers the residents of the city of Sacramento. Yeah. Press
Keep
that.
Going.
What? I thought you were going to press the hype button. Yeah. Okay, sorry.
You didn't do the catchphrase.
What do you mean?
To engage.
I did.
Did you?
She did.
Oh my God, I can't hear it either.
I'm one of your co-hosts.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Danielle. I'm going to pass it this way.
And I'm Greg, another co-host who can't hear today. Sorry.
And I'm your other co-host, Ari Green.
And we have a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Oh, wait, I don't even know when you're watching this. So it's Eric Guerra, councilman for the city of Sacramento and proud Sacramentan.
Hey. Can I do one of these for you? Yay.
We are on YouTube and Spotify. Ooh. And what? Apple Podcast? I don't even know.
Yeah, Apple Podcast too. I don't know if anybody ever uses that.
The Apple one?
Let us know.
If you do or are listening on Apple, please tell me.
But yeah, how's everyone doing? It is a beautiful October afternoon.
Yeah, like it just turned fall all of a sudden. Like yesterday was like, was it like 80 something, 90?
It was.
Almost 90 degrees. Now it's
Yeah.
like 78. But still nice. I can't complain.
I'm noticing the trees are starting to turn color, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, I get sad every time it's fall because I don't like fall. I like summer. I like the heat. Right? Don't
It's
look
still
at me like
hot.
that. You're all from Sacramento.
A
Come on.
strange fruit.
Our winter's still hot. That's fine.
Yeah, that's true. It's still warm. So
Yeah.
Well, we got a mixed household, so my kids love one loves the heat, one loves the cold. My wife loves the cold. I love the heat.
Oh.
Split down the middle.
Oh yeah. Although there's the winning side shows that I always have to wear a sweater inside the house.
it's like,
I know.
I'm trying to do the math here. Like I think there's going to be somebody wearing a sweater in your house all the time.
Exactly.
Sounds like okay.
For sure.
It's compromise everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited to learn more about our special guest today. But in typical SacVibes fashion, after we do our little check-in, we do need to get our city council updates. So Ari,
Ooh.
yeah.
All right. So as you guys all know, who are tuning in, we do a council update on policy changes or things that the public should be aware of. And last week, we had an exciting announcement of an appointment of our new city manager, Marikesha Smith. She comes from the city of Santa Rosa.
All right.
And she's going to be the first Black woman to hold the position. And she
Can I get
will,
one of these?
Yeah.
Okay.
And she will assume her role as of January 5th, 2026. So, yeah, that'll be exciting. And the second announcement is there will be an appointment of an interim city attorney. He will assume his role as of October 18th, 2025. And the city attorney position will be vacated as of November 2nd, 2025. And that's going to be Gustavo L. Martinez. So he served under our current city attorney. So he's stepping right in, knows the role. He'll do just great. And then also important matters for the general public and city staff is the 2026-2027 fiscal year budget process. So as you guys all know, the city continues to undergo a structural budget deficit. And as with the previous two budget cycles, departments will be required to submit reduction plans. So,
Okay. No hype button for that one.
I know it's like we need the
Unhype.
boo.
What's the opposite of hype? Yeah.
I feel like looking at the council documents, the budget process is moving up a little bit quicker. I know in the past 2 years we did department presentations towards the end of March, and looking at the document, department presentations will begin March 3rd, 2026.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So they're Pete and the Office of Finance, they are working around the clock on this budget stuff, and it's getting pretty serious, and we're hoping to adopt a new budget as of June 9th, 2026. So all the listeners, everyone listening, please participate, pay attention, attend council meetings when it's time to make your comments, concerns. what you think should be prioritized, and let your voice be heard.
We'll be making multiple announcements about that one. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
because in addition to the council meetings as well, typically early on in the budget cycle, there will be a survey
That's
that
right.
goes out. So if you follow CE Team Sac on Instagram and Facebook, and also your local council members, you will have access to those surveys. But be on the lookout because your voice does matter.
Absolutely. That's all I got for the council updates.
thank you, Ari. Up next is our new segment, Community Conversations. The goal of our community conversations is to humanize our local electeds and to get to know them on a personal level. So again, if you're looking to see where these folks stand on local positions, this isn't the place to do it. Check out the city council meetings that are on Tuesday evenings.
That's right.
This one, though, is just learning about our electeds at a personal level, right? So there's also going to be a hot seat portion, and we're going to see if Councilmember Guerra gets away without having to do something silly here on the podcast. We'll see.
Well, I'm a dad, so I always have to do something silly.
Okay.
We like that energy.
Yeah.
Before we go into the questions, I don't know if we had a chance to have you introduce yourself yet.
I don't know if I did, but Eric Guerra, council member for the city of Sacramento in District 6. Currently, I serve the role of mayor pro temp, and proud to be here.
We're excited to have you here, so thank you for joining us.
I used to live in District 6 back in the day.
Oh,
College Glen.
College Glen, yeah. Were you on the Glenbrook or College Green side?
The one where La Rive is.
Well, Glenbrook.
Glenbrook?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
What's back in the day?
It was back in the day, 97 to 05.
Oh, I used to live around there, Collegetown Drive, in that
Okay.
area, Stingers.
Yes, they have lumpia there, right?
They do.
I say still do, I think.
Oh.
I haven't been to Stingers in ages.
Yeah. no.
Wow.
Get a cheap beer and a lumpia,
That sounds good.
It's a lot of
College
carb.
days, right.
Yeah, that's the college bar, right? Okay, so before we get started, Councilmember, we usually give an opportunity for you guys to ask us any questions. So do you have any questions for us?
I guess, how'd you guys come up with this idea to do SacVibes?
Oh, well, Lynette was the one that always wanted to do a podcast. And actually, when I was being interviewed, I had mentioned that I do audio recording. And I think I talked about doing a podcast. So she kept that in mind. And when I was brought on board, it was like something that we wanted to do.
Well, I think it's a great idea. Another different way to engage and connect with the community and also employees, because our employees not only live in this city, but they're doing their work and their job, and sometimes they want to know what else is going on.
Right.
Absolutely.
And there's so many facets to the city, right? And we're even still learning all the facets, and we want to shine light on just the local folks that are doing their thing. And like, for example, we had a field trip to the water treatment plant. I got to do a video there. Ari does City Manager Academy, and we get to meet a lot of different folks. And so it's
very
just
good.
highlighting things that are happening in
Which
the city.
water treatment plant did you go to?
The one off of Sacramento River. I forgot the name of that
Pritchard's?
one. Is it Pritchard's? I don't know.
Yeah. I have Fairbairn is in District 6. So.
Yes, yeah. I used to jog by there all the time.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
On the river trail.
On the river trail. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my walking route.
Yeah.
To get to Sac State.
Yeah. And then
I
go
feel
across the
like-
Guy West Bridge.
Yep.
That's just the fun part of being part of the community engagement team. We get to try to come up with innovative ways to reach out to community,
Yeah.
whether that's through podcasts or through City Management Academy ambassador program or
And City Connect.
award-winning-
And
and City
City
Connect
Connect.
mixer. Those are
Yeah.
fun.
Yes,
are fun.
yes, yes.
Next Thursday, by the way, but I'll get this to
Oh,
that
where's
at
it
the
at?
end.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry. It's going. So, spoiler alert. It's going to be at Meet You Japanese restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Is it on Stockton or is it Broadway?
Broadway.
Broadway.
and Stockton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that 6 or 5? That area.
No, it's technically in 5. I'll claim it as 6.
You're free to come. Let me tell you.
I probably go there more than our District 5 council member, but that's just because my kids love sushi.
That's a challenge. I love sushi.
So you already been to that place?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's your local.
It's the old place of Frank Louis, the Louis restaurant. I mean, it's a historic location, and then it took new ownership. When Frank decided to end his restaurant and retire, and then become back onto the board for Stockton Boulevard Partnership. But it's been a great place. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Background history. I love that.
I gotta try this
Yeah.
place now.
Well, we're going to be there next Thursday for the mixer. I'll be DJing.
Yes.
You guys will be there. What's our? We're talking about Stockton Boulevard plan, right?
It's going to be the Stockton Boulevard plan, and so if y'all live
then I
along
gotta
the
be
Stockton
there.
corridor,
Yeah.
and not just that, but money for projects along that corridor. So please stop by if you want to learn more about that.
Cool. Any other questions, Councilmember?
Okay, which neighborhood do you live in?
Cool.
Okay,
am I
who
gonna
wants to go
start?
first? Yeah.
Okay, so I am a Sacramento native, and I was born and raised in D2, but my parents still live in D2, but I reside in D3.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
As of a couple months ago, I was in D3. I was right along Truxell. Now I am in Arden. I think I'm right outside city limits, but I'm by like Howe, in Arden way, like around
Howe
that
and Hurley?
corner. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Howe
lived
and
I lived
Hurley.
on Howe and Hurley.
Yeah, so I'm
okay.
like around there,
the
just
McDonald's?
outside.
Yeah. But there used to be a Chevy's and a El Torito back then.
Yeah.
Oh, El Torito. What was the El? I remember the El Torito. That was on
I
how?
remember the
It's on
Chevys.
Howe and Hurley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Remember the TGI Fridays?
My mom loved
yeah.
that
Back in the
Chevys.
day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right on the corner.
yes. Where the Buca de Beppo
Where the
was.
Buca, yeah. It was like an old bank. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. They're still looking for a tenant.
Dang, the bank
Oh,
used
really?
to be a safe credit union. I mean, not a safe credit union, but it was another Patelco.
Patelco. What's that?
It's a credit union.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I live in West Sac now, so I used to live in. I know. I used to live in District 6. So.
Yeah. Hey, we give you that credit.
Okay.
We'll still claim you.
Okay. So you ready for some questions?
Let's get going. Yeah.
Okay. So first off, we always ask this of every elected that's going to be coming in here. What's your origin story for how you got involved into politics?
How I got involved? I mean, I showed up for a tree planting event, and then they just suck you in. You can't leave. It's like next thing you know, you're involved in the neighborhood association, and then and at that time, my wife and I, didn't have kids, and so they're like, oh. Young, no kids, no obligations. And then next thing you know, I became president for the Tahoe Park Neighborhood Association. And then when our current mayor, Kevin McCarty, ran for assembly and vacated the seat, I was already involved, coming to City Hall, testifying. And so I said, hey, you know what? Why not take it a shot? But my origin story doesn't start in Sacramento. It actually starts in this little indigenous village in the mountains of Michoacan. And in fact, it's not too far from where all the North American monarchs from Canada, U.S., go in the winter every year.
Oh.
And in fact, we're, most this weekend, what's the connection? Is that Sacramento is now in the process of trying to create a sister city with the capital of that region, Morelia. So maybe there might be opportunity to take SacVibes International on the road and do an episode in Morelia, Michoacan.
I'll be right there.
We're ready.
You can pay our way. We'd be down to go.
You forgot to hit
This is. Oh yeah. Sorry. Just heard that we're gonna go with Councilmember Guerra to Mexico. All expenses paid.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll figure out that. Well, for the new city manager listening in, the Sac Vibe needs a budget here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking hypothetically. Yeah. Wish list.
Yeah, wish list. But yes, but that's my origin story. That's how I ended up in running for office at that time, and it was a special election in 2015. Okay. So it was unique in the sense that when you have an election, there's a lot of people running. So you got city, county, school board, governor, president at times. But this time it was only this seat, and so the entire city was like paying attention and involved in this. So it was a little overwhelming, but hey, it worked out.
Right.
Here you are 10 years later.
Yes.
Yeah.
10 years. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I guess I just really enjoy hearing about everyone's origin stories because I think maybe it's just my preconceived notion, but people who go into politics, they're like born straight out of the womb, I'm going to be a politician. But that's not the case most of the time. It falls into your seat.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's often
No,
the
in fact, I was an engineer. I studied engineering at Sac State, electronic engineer, and I was, working at the TransLab on 59th and Folsom, across the street from Cordy Brothers. So that was our lunch spot to go get like awesome sandwiches.
Yeah.
I love the Cordy special.
Oh yes, it is. It's good. Yeah, but no, that was it. It was I didn't have interest in politics, and in fact, fact, coming from Mexico at that time and as a kid, getting involved in politics was kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
So when I told my family I was going to run, they're like, "Are you sure you want to do that? That sounds kind of dangerous." But it really has been fulfilling. Like, it is one of those things where, as a council member, you're working with your neighbors, and that's the fulfilling part of it. You're working for your neighbors about things to improve your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right. And it's interesting that we don't really learn about it in school.
Yeah.
We learn about national and maybe state.
Yeah.
But the local level is the one that affects us the most every day, right?
Every single day. From the moment you wake up. We just had this conversation at the sewer district here. Because when you wake up, the first thing you do is you go flush that toilet, and then you turn on that water. So you hope that water treatment plant that you talked about is working, and you hope the sewer district's on time.
Make sure it gets clean before it goes out to the river. Yep.
That's so true.
I love that. Thank you.
So who wants to do the next question? I'll leave it to you guys.
Okay, so what is the funniest story that has happened to you as an elected official?
Funniest story? Oh my gosh. I don't know if there's been, I don't really haven't thought about a funny story. It probably might have been, with when I got elected to city council, I didn't have kids, but as soon as I had a kid, we didn't have childcare. And so that's been one of my things now, really fighting for childcare, supporting Fourth R and whatnot. So I had to take them around. And I think the first one was, we were at a community event, and boy, this kid had a blowout. And I'm sure he doesn't like hearing this. This is now
Like
on the internet.
diaper
record.
blow, you're talking
yes,
about. Okay.
yes. Oh, any parent knows that. It isn't, and it was one of those where like, oh my gosh, like what do I do? But the good thing is that there are a lot of Sacramentans, who they very kind and caring, giving people. So so always someone had a bag of wet wipes and whatnot, and
One extra onesie.
extra.
It's a
onesie.
village.
Yeah, it is. But when you're a councilman, you're on all the time.
Right.
It's like you don't get to clock off at 9 to 5. You're at the supermarket or whatnot. But the thing is, we're just regular people with families and kids.
Right.
And I really appreciated the fact that people were just kind about that. And when you're a new parent, it's tough because there's no training manual for it.
There's no rule
thrown
book.
into
No,
it.
what do you do in the case of a blowout? It's like there's no AAA for blowouts on this one.
AAA.
Now, people can't judge. I know every single person in this office had a blowout themselves.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. That's gross.
So
we just had lunch.
Blowouts. Okay, that's life.
Yeah, it is.
So how many kids do you have?
I have two now.
Two kids.
Oldest is Javier. My youngest is Matias. Both of them now are at the Language Academy that's located next to UC Davis Aggie Square.
Okay.
Right behind where we're gonna do the meetup at Me Too Sushi.
Oh, okay.
Right behind.
Okay. Right behind there.
Yeah. No,
Nice.
It's, and I know the positive thing is because Javier really loves sushi, so he knows he can always turn around the corner. It's like, why can't we stop there?
That's so convenient.
Yeah, Stockton and Broadway.
So how old were your kids when you introduced them to sushi?
I think Javier might have been a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to get them to taste everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
And so, my big advice for any parents who wants to do that, make it easy for them. Like the first thing that'll deter them is if they have to chew a lot. So my kids love menudo now, but first thing is like cut that menudo up, right?
Cut the ears.
Exactly.
You don't
cut
want
the
to chew
ears.
on those. Take for a while to
The
chew.
chicharrón, everything, So they try everything, But if it's too difficult to eat, then they can't enjoy the flavor. Once they get to the flavor, then they're all
Right.
in. And so we just came back from Morocco, and they were open to trying everything. We went with some other families, and their kids probably weren't as used to it, but because we started at a young age, they really enjoyed trying different foods.
That's so
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
You said no chicken nuggets in Morocco.
No,
You didn't come all the way out here for you to get the kids menu in Morocco.
and some good couscous, some tagine, some chicken tagine, some lamb kefta.
Good thing I ate already.
Great.
Yeah, my son, we got him started early too. Well, not as early as 1, but at least 5, I remember.
Okay.
And then we definitely regretted it because it hit our pocketbook because they'd be ordering everything. I'm like, hey, man, 7 years old trying to get the, okay, hold on.
When I
here.
was with my siblings back in Texas, because I was born and raised in Texas, I love to eat like everything, and so my sisters
Still
were
does.
exposed to that early on, and so now, when they were like 7, 8, I want oysters, and I was like, what? What?
Why do you
You know how much that
oysters right
is?
now?
Gonna pay for them?
We used to grow up with like chuck steak and then maybe New York strip if we were lucky. And now my son's like, can we get ribeye? I'm like,
What?
please, ribeye, get out of here.
Next, they're gonna be asking for wagyu.
Wagyu, I know, right? Man, I don't know.
They love to eat, so it's good, and they'll try just about everything. They have their favorites,
Yeah.
Javier is definitely not a chicken nugget fan. Matthias, he actually likes chicken nuggets.
Okay.
He's a chicken nugget connoisseur,
Oh, okay.
which means he likes the
Connoisseur.
sauces. Oh, well, what kind of sauces
Yeah.
do you have? Ketchup,
Really?
that's it? Oh,
This place is mid. Only ketchup. Advanced
the
chicken
other
nugget
stuff,
user.
yeah.
Okay.
Where's my aioli?
exactly.
Yeah.
Garlic aioli. So speaking of food, what's your favorite cuisine,
Favorite cuisine?
if there is one?
I like all foods, but I mean, if you're talking about like what is my favorite food, it's always been tacos. I mean, I just, it's the best invention, even better than sliced bread.
What's your protein of choice?
Buche.
Buche.
I guess in the U.S. sometimes they might call it hogma. It's like that
Okay.
bottom part of that belly.
Okay.
It's like very soft. It's flavorful. And I also I'm a tripe guy too.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah, you did
nice.
say a
It's got to be
minute ago,
crispy.
so-
If it's not crispy, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I've never had crispy tripe.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I
you
should
gotta
try
ask 'em.
that.
Yeah, the little chopped up crispy tripe.
I get the chewy, big old honeycomb pieces. I mean,
exactly.
sitting there chewing it for like 10
That's why I like it
minutes.
crispy. 'cause
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know
And
it could be
watch 'em.
crispy.
Oh yeah. I watch them how they cook them. I'm like, okay, how are they doing it?
I'm not doing it right. That's
Yes.
I didn't go to the right place.
Exactly. And
Okay.
smaller crispy is better than bigger and chewy,
Right.
But yeah, and then cabeza is when they have it's a mixture of all of those. Now Javier, he loves he's a chorizo taco fan.
Okay.
Then he'll go to al pastor, then he'll go to buche. Matthias, he's only al pastor.
That's
Doesn't
me.
Like steak, doesn't
Al
like
pastor.
chicken.
But I want to
Al
try
pastor.
buche.
Buche is good. Give it a shot. I'm already hungry again.
Is buche like pork belly?
It is like pork belly.
Okay.
Similar.
Oh,
pork.
I'm all over that.
Yeah.
I was about to
But
say,
pork belly's
that's
got a little
right up
thick
her
of
alley.
meat. This is kind of more of like a
Fat only?
Yeah, essentially.
Ooh, you call him a name.
Yeah.
That's Danielle's jam right there.
It
The,
is.
the fat.
But cuisine, I would probably say if you're saying cuisine,
Yeah.
it'd probably be Japanese food, but specifically, I worked for two legislators from the South Bay in LA, Torrance, Gardena, and there's a lot of Japanese nationals. There's a lot of Japanese Hawaiians, and a lot of Japanese Americans, like fourth generation Japanese. Some who lost, their everything when they got into the concentration camps, internment
Yeah.
camps
Right,
here in California, but the all of the fresh ramen. You're not talking about top ramen, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
fresh ramen, the tonkatsu, the yakitori. I mean that cuisine. It's just right on the money. Like so,
It's a good thing we had this over
It's
after
interesting
lunch.
that you mentioned that because I think my favorite Japanese like sushi spot ever is in Gardena.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so good.
What's the name of it? You gotta drop the name now.
I think it's Sakura. I need to check, but it's on top of the supermarket. So like,
Oh.
there's this really big like Japanese supermarket. I think it's the largest in either California or America.
Wow.
It's really big. But on top of that supermarket, you go upstairs and there's a sushi spot. There are conveyor belts, but it's not constantly turning. It's you order and then your order comes to you on the belt. Oh my god, so
Yeah,
good.
it's great. No,
That's
and-
like my birthday meal.
And those supermarkets, you can pick up fresh that sushi. You
Yeah.
can cut it
Yeah.
at home. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that place. Yeah.
Sushi
Shout out to
grade.
Odo's.
And they have the bentos ready
the
for lunch.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, the great thing about that also, and the diaspora of California and Sacramento has the similar with the South Asian Indo-Chinese,
Yeah.
but is that you have everything from I'm a spam musubi guy. That's Japanese wine. Like
Yeah.
I love that combo, right? And then you also have some of the traditional stuff. So obviously sushi, a lot of it more is Californian, but
Right.
but I love that mixture of trying to tap into everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was at one point, I think it was during COVID, we would eat more Mexican food than Filipino food. I would just get lazy and didn't want to cook.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I love, like, my most favorite individual food is tacos. But, when you talk about cuisine, and I got to thank, my old boss, Assemblymember Al Maritsuchi from, because he was a ramen fanatic, So if he's out there listening, hey, thank you. Or, unfortunately, yeah, I'm glued to it now.
Thanks for getting me hooked.
All this is telling me is that we need a segment where we eat with the council members or try out all their rice because I'm hungry.
Oh,
that's a great idea. I think that'd be good.
Well, come down Stockton Boulevard. I mean, we just had the pho tasting competition at Terra Madre.
There's a pho tasting competition?
Terra Madre?
At Terra Madre, yeah.
Okay.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. No, we had, I think it was Pho City that won, and then Fabosa won the People's Choice. So shout out to them.
Okay.
Right on. Okay.
Okay.
Did you ask a question yet?
I can do the next question.
Okay.
What type of music do you listen to?
Oh man, well, whatever my kids are. So right now it's like Baby
It's a K-pop
Shark,
demon hunter.
Baby Shark.
yeah, and we have some Matthias and or Paw Patrol. Yeah, exactly.
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol.
Or up at Meow Meow version,
Meow Meow version.
Yeah. Google it. It's crazy.
Is that part of that brain rot thing?
I have no idea. It just pops up.
You're
Like
gonna
the
have to put a
ballerina
small-
cappuccino thing. You're saying, yeah.
Yeah, no, my Spotify, algorithm is all messed up. Like it doesn't know what to play because, I started off listening to like, a mixture of like Ozzy Osbourne, rest in peace, and Guns N' Roses, Metallica, and then I love Los Panchos, mostly known for Sabor a Mi with Aire Gourmet, Mana, and Santana. I love it.
Santana.
Oh, Santana. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I grew up with Santana. My parents play Santana all the time.
My mom
The
loves
Abraxas
Santana.
album.
Yes. Oh, that's old school, man. Yeah, that's like deep soul right there.
Yeah.
No, I actually saw Santana at the Arco Arena with Ozo Motley
Oh, wow.
and Mana. Those
Oh,
three.
wow.
So those are like one of some of my three best bands.
Ooh,
So
wow. That was
Okay.
that was a crazy concert. Yeah.
Love that.
It's a beautiful concert.
I just kind of remember like just thinking about like me seeing the bands that we like now. And there's like this, like you see them in the big places, and then later when they get older, you see them in Reno, in the casino. I could just imagine Santana going around, and then like did they do things in Reno and at the casinos after?
I have no idea.
I don't think so, right? Because they always were big. Santana.
Exactly, yeah. But it's interesting because Santana is an interesting character where he gets brought in to play with people. Like, so
Yeah.
I don't ever see him probably, and he actually pops into random coffee shops to
Really?
play.
To jam.
To jam.
That's
awesome. crazy.
Because he lived in Berkeley and that in the Bay Area, and he would just pop in random places and people like But yeah, he gets brought in to play with people just to do your own solos. But yeah, you do see that, right? Who did I see most recently that it was a smaller number? Well, it'll pop into my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of the questions for later, actually. Spoiler alert.
Got a question, Greg?
Oh, Bone Thugs. That's
Bone
what it was.
Thugs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw them over at Ace of Spades a few years back, and I was like, hey, they were filling out, Bone Thugs and Harmony. But I think Harmony was still in prison or something, but Bone Thugs was here at Ace of Spades. Went with some old college buddies.
Okay.
Right on.
Are you a hip hop head then?
Not really, I mean, I listen to everything. It's just kind of, it was one of those things where, there was an era where I did follow music a lot.
Yeah.
And also, we only had the radio, and
Yeah, that's
and
true.
We're kind of broke, we're farm workers, so whatever I could record on the radio was the cassettes that I had.
Yeah.
And I remember my first cassette I bought was "Ride the Lightning" by Metallica. And I think it's something. I used the word hell at one point, and my mother, who didn't know English, knew that word. Very Catholic woman, and so the next thing you know, that cassette was gone.
Oh,
So-
Aw.
Dang.
that sucks.
I remember sitting down in the living room, my mom's cassettes. Taking out
Oh
all
my
the
God!
tape.
You took the what?
Danielle.
My bad.
Deserve a little.
that was some pain.
Oh my God!
In my defense, I was like, I don't know, 3, 4.
I know. I was about to ask. I thought we were the only ones that knew what cassettes were at this table. I know you know cassettes.
Yes.
Do you have cassettes, Ari?
I do have a couple, but I have more vinyls than cassettes.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good. Yeah, my first car had an 8-track. You know?
Yeah.
So then I actively went to go look for 8 tracks. You know,
Right on.
that was difficult.
We had an 8-track in our Gran Torino,
Ah,
and we only had one. It was the Eagles.
Oh,
all right. Let's see.
Okay, what's next? Is it my turn
yeah,
again?
it's your
Yeah.
turn.
Okay. We kind of hit that one already. What was your first concert then? Since we're on
My-
music.
My first concert was a country concert, Tim McGraw.
Oh.
And it was
Okay.
and it was out of accident. I was in the Future Farmers of America in high school, and you had to volunteer for something with the conference, and so I volunteered to be security for the backstage, and I remember because I really didn't care for country, but you know I had to watch it. This guy tried to come in through the backstage and didn't have their pass, and I was like, you can't come in. And it was Tim McGraw. And he was like, I'm Tim McGraw. I was like, I don't care who you are. You know? But of course, this was like early 90s when I was in Future Farmers of America. But then finally, they're like, no, he's the performer. And I'm like, okay,
I'm
whatever.
like, okay, fine, whatever. I guess you can come in.
Right.
State convention, you know. FFA state convention.
That's
funny.
super funny.
Future Farmers of America. I always see them at the Cal Expo. They're the ones with the little
The
suits.
corduroy blue
Yeah,
jacket.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
corduroy blue jacket. And white jeans.
White jeans?
Yeah, try like, raising a hog and presenting it with white jeans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's a
why
skill.
white jeans? Is that
I have no idea.
must be like a badge of courage or something?
Probably.
Like my jeans are clean still. Yeah. Well, I have to,
But you can't do that.
right.
I was so happy when I went to the county fair and I still saw like all the kids showing their bunnies and their cows. Because like from South Texas, the livestock show was like the premier event. There was nothing else to do, right? So I grew up going to that kind of stuff. I like looking at people's animals.
Yeah. It was a thing more back in the day. Not
It
as much
was.
now. Huh?
Yeah. It was interesting. I always found it as like, oh, this is a competition. And they're like, yes, you learn how to do it. And I'm like, hey, that's just how we live,
Yeah, right?
like,
What do you
raising a
mean?
hog? I was like, yes,
Oh, okay.
raising lambs.
So you actually lived on a farm growing up?
I did. My family, when we grew up, we were farmers, agrarians in Mexico.
Right.
And then when the economy crashed, we came to the United States,
Okay.
And, because of, same story we're seeing now. So we grew up as farm workers here. Even as a kid, I still remember as young as 5 going with my mom to go work in the figs and pick figs and whatnot. And I raised goats and lambs and hog. And then showed them. That was different. Like learning, like you get paid to show.
Yeah, to show them off. You don't just raise them.
Yeah.
Is there like prizes attached to the ribbons that you earn?
Some of them are if you
Okay.
and you're in competition, but mostly if you get a good rating and a good prize, then when you go to auction it off, it can be pretty lucrative.
I
Particularly if a breeder sees your animal and they're like, ooh, I want that hog or I want that lamb.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can make some money off of it.
Yeah.
I think it was $3,200 is how much I sold my hog for
Wow, that's
at
pretty
Cow
good.
Palace.
That's pretty good.
How much do
One
hogs
hog?
go for though? And
Oh, I have no idea. At
have
that
no
time, I got to thank the
context.
Farm Bureau, YOLO Farm Bureau, and others that bid on it and then
Right.
it got sold. But
so
yeah.
3,200. What year was that?
This was in '94.
Oh,
That's a
wow.
lot
That's
of
a
money.
lot of money.
It was a lot of money.
So that's like
It's a great year.
64,000 now.
It was crazy. I was surprised. Everybody was like,
Oh,
"Wow, I can't
you
believe
got
it."
double it
64,000?
back then.
Yeah. So who knows why or what, but hey, that was fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
that's good. That's a
Okay.
good amount.
Who's up next?
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you see it? Might make it bigger.
Stop. Don't do that.
Sorry.
Okay.
Out
I
here
guess a little
squinting.
bit more serious, but not too bad. What's the project or policy that you are most proud of being involved in?
Being involved in, well, there's 2 that I am. One was out of just immense need, and that's the creation of the fuel network and our current policy that we have for supporting immigrant refugees and asylees. And so we have really stepped up in supporting our working families here in that effort, and providing legal services and making sure that in the worst case scenario that they're power of attorneys, their child custody documentations all taken care of. And so it's sobering that we have to do that, and we had ended up providing that, but that's one. So, yes, I appreciate that. I wish we weren't in that scenario. The other one is why I ran for council, and that's the Stockton Boulevard plan that you guys are talking about. So I started that back in 2015.
Okay.
And looking at the neighborhood, we saw like Kmart close and a lot of places closing, and
There was a Kmart on Stockton Boulevard?
there was,
Yeah.
man.
Oh.
And I
Remember
never
the one
thought
on
that would ever
Howe.
close.
Yeah, right?
You're like, how could that ever close? It had a lot of foot traffic and whatnot, but it just showed that the economics had changed.
Yeah.
And we also needed housing, and we also had people who couldn't afford a car. And so we said, how do we address like vacant lots, illegal dumping, storefronts closing? Well, let's rethink about how Stockton Boulevard should be. And it wasn't a new idea. Hey, when we had the streetcar, Stockton Boulevard was much more of a transit, housing, mixed-use type of community. So I said, let's go back to what worked before, and let's think of it, what it can look like in the future. And now you see that. Like if you drive down Stockton Boulevard, right by the Colonial Theater, you see new housing under construction.
Yep.
We got a new place over on Prickly Pear Way that they all frequent. That those shops in that area. We've got some housing happening at the old San Juan Motel that used to be kind of a sketchy motel and mobile home park.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm still tripping that there was a streetcar on Stockton Boulevard.
Oh yeah.
He just low-key dropped that in. I can't imagine. That'd be dope to have like a streetcar.
Yeah.
Took you all the way downtown.
Yeah.
Went up. First one went all the way up to San Francisco Boulevard in Colonial Heights.
Is that where the palm trees are?
Exactly,
Okay, I
right
know where
down
that
the
is.
center. And that was your drive. Imagine, jumping up on a trolley or a streetcar and taking that downtown. Yeah. Then they added another one that went up 21st Avenue.
Okay.
And my neighbor Carol across the street when we moved in, she remembered taking that as well. And now, like, I would prefer that over having to go through traffic and all that craziness.
Literally.
Bring it back.
That's another podcast episode.
I know.
In itself.
But yeah, Stockton Boulevard
Yeah.
plan. I think, to your point, that's I'm very proud of where that is, and I'm hoping that it continues to be a plan that moves forward, regardless who the council member is at that point.
Right. Right.
That's awesome. Those are great projects and
Oh, thank you.
policies. Awesome.
I guess my follow-up question to that is, what is one thing you hope to accomplish before you leave office?
Well, I hope to create a system and a environment where the next council member can come in and just hit the ground running and have the tools that they need to be helpful and responsive to constituents. I know that was a challenge when I came in. It was a learning curve, and even as involved as I was, it's a lot to learn in. So that's one sense. It's just like the Stockton Boulevard plan. Make it so that regardless who the council member's going, there's a long-range plan that's moving forward, and there may be tweaks or whatnot, but at least the heavy lifting is done.
Yeah.
If there's a specific project, it's Granite Regional Park and creating a national soccer youth facility there. So many of our young kids have to travel out of the Sacramento for tournaments, and it costs money and hotels and whatnot.
That's right.
And as a parent, now that I'm like a Sherpa on the weekends, I know it, I feel it.
Yeah.
You're like, it's a pilgrimage. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But if we were to do a 26 field soccer facility, which we're looking at, then not only that, but we'd have soccer facilities for our current kids here. We have parents who get into physical altercations over access to fields. Like we've had conflicts over who can use what fields and what timing. And you have some groups from the soccer clubs from the South having to go to Natomas to use a field. So it's an issue of we have a shortage of that, and there's such a demand. And guess what? Next year, World Cup, USA, Mexico, Canada, there's going to be a higher demand for soccer. So let's build a facility that creates tourism, brings in more TOT hotel dollars, and rather than us spending our tax money in some other city, get other cities to come here.
Right.
Sacramento.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's pretty sound.
Is it my turn? Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's go to hobbies and I guess entertainment. What's your favorite TV show right now?
A favorite TV show? Geez, whatever. I don't. My wife does all the recording. So
Okay.
let's see. What are we watching right now?
You got VCR at home? What do you mean
The
recording?
Voice. Yeah.
Oh, The Voice.
We had VCR, Betamax. Just Comcast.
Oh, okay,
Xfinity.
got it.
Xfinity,
Okay.
yeah. So it's The Voice. I think she's been recording The
Voice.
Voice. So
Okay.
yeah. So that's what I watch. I watch whatever she has on. So,
Right,
Okay.
right,
You know, when she's out of town, then I start looking at Netflix, and I think I spend more time trying to figure out what I'm going to see
Yeah.
than actually what I see, and
That's
I fall
fair.
asleep after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah,
Well, it starts. Yeah, that's
exactly.
familiar. What's your latest thing you watch on Netflix? Are you like a sci-fi or?
I like documentaries.
Okay.
I like
me too.
documentaries. And,
Yeah.
Big on documentaries.
Yeah, and what was it? It was called. One was called Dirty Money, and it was around like the bail bonds, not bail bonds. The money.
Wall Street.
Cash trees. No, the cash checking the cash.
Oh, the check cashing spots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
man.
It's
That's
crazy.
loan
dirty.
schemes.
Exactly,
Yeah.
those things.
I don't
So-
know how those are legal, man.
Yeah, so it was an interesting one, you know, and it has
Definitely
all kinds of industries too, where they look at how they got, you know, how these people created so much wealth over these random locations, and so yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a
that's
big
not really
documentary.
random though, is it?
no, they're pretty
Very
targeted.
targeted. Yep.
I'm a big documentary person too, and I'm currently watching the start of like Guinness's beer.
Oh.
And, so that's what I'm watching right now. It's super interesting.
That's great. I love to learn that. I mean, and not like these History Channel like aliens did.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
Aliens did not build the Mexican pyramids.
Yeah.
It's like.
Aliens.
Oh my God, we need to put that picture. Remember that when they thought they found like an alien in Mexico or something, and it was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You never seen that meme? Oh my God, I gotta show you.
That's the one thing, the bad thing about the internet, I have to say, is like, you know, back in the day, you go to the grocery store and you see those magazines like
yeah.
aliens here and blah, blah, blah. Those things are online now and you can't tell when it, like,
it's
you knew
real.
it was fake when you were in the line.
Absolutely.
It's like, oh, this is entertaining. It's just something for me to look at while I'm waiting for my turn. Now it's like, have their own websites
Yeah.
and Instagram. You can't tell if it's like, you know, crap
Legit
or not. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And with AI now, AI video. Remember,
Added
you used to
layer
say,
of
if it's real, take a video of it. Now you can't say that.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I saw an alien saying, I'm not real.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Okay, your turn.
It's me.
True.
Let's see. What is your favorite part of the city of Sacramento? And I don't know if you can say D6.
Well, favorite part, I guess favorite part is, I would say just it's really the diversity of its people. Like that's I think that's just so unique, and that seems kind of generic, but like I've been to LA, there's a lot of people, a lot of different cultures, but I would say here, because we're much smaller, you know, and the way that just folks have moved into Sacramento,
Yeah.
it's kind of unique. I mean, I do think about like not only Stockton Boulevard, but you go down Franklin and Freeport, and those just areas. I mean, great Japanese, great Chinese food.
Yeah.
You know, the Vietnamese auto body shops on Stockton, the Mexican auto body shops on Franklin and Fruit Ridge. Like you see that. That amazing mix of things that make Sacramento unique. Now, if there's a favorite place or a location itself, I would say the American River. It is a jewel.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, when I lived over there off of Collegetown, La Riviera, and even on University Avenue for a while, man, being able to walk out there, once you go over that levee, you're looking at a different world. You don't
Yeah.
even know you're
Yeah.
in the city.
Right.
You know, you see all like just the birds and the wildlife. You know, it's a jewel that we have to, you know, keep and protect. And I think we owe it to us to do whatever we can to address all of the impacts that are happening on the river. You know, not only just you know, the city in itself. It got sued and for all the discharge from the sewer that was happening there. It got, you know, we lost the salmon there for a while. Salmon's back, but because of the city effort. So shout out to the DOU folks, you know. They got involved in a lot of that work and effort. But I think the American River is just a beautiful place, and now I'm taking my kids there on the cargo bike. And it's, you know, if you live in a metropolitan area, where do you have the opportunity to take your kids immediately
Yeah.
to see nature?
Right.
Yeah, I think I just this year went out to the American River, and I was like, "What? You can go out here for free, and I'm not even like far from home. I'm like 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
You can swim, you can fish, all that. It was
That's
crazy.
Have you tubed yet? Have you tubed too?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Come on.
I've tubed in Texas.
There were less
not here, though.
regulations back then,
Right.
Too.
A certain island we will not talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, a former council member, you know, banned that island on a state law, if I remember. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Because there's an island where everybody would fight at the end. 'Cause
What?
everybody's like drinking down the river, and then
That's
they all
wild.
and then they would all fight at the island. Like I don't know why. We were just trying to get out of the way. Like, hey, you know what? Do it.
Do what you're gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was a great time for us to all get together and really, you know, enjoy nature down there. So
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's hard to fight in a nice area like that. It's
Yeah.
like so peaceful.
it is.
Yeah. But then you add alcohol anywhere. There's always idiots.
I think our mayor worked at that rafting company, if I remember. You know.
Remember Cardi did?
Yeah, I think so, in high school because
He did say he was an avid paddleboarder.
Yes. I think his favorite part was the American River too.
Yeah.
So I'm curious.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the trail.
Yeah, the trail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always bike the trail to this day. Yeah, I love the trail there.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful. And when I was a student at Sac State, I was, you know, at that time I became student body president for Associated Students. I didn't know that the students owned the aquatic center.
Yeah.
And you
Oh.
actually, you know, Natomas Lake,
Yeah.
Lake Natomas, if you want to go learn how to, you know, canoe, sailboat, paddleboat, you know, ski, they got lessons in the summer you can sign
Yeah.
up for.
And it's all
ASI.
affordable too.
All right there, yeah.
Yep. I'll send
So
you the
great
link.
place.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They do like group hikes too that you can go on. It's pretty cool.
I've always wanted to try paddleboarding. Maybe next year is my chance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can, it's pretty cheap there too. Just
Yeah.
wear a life
Yeah.
jacket. Why are you laughing at
Why are
me?
y'all laughing? What's so
I didn't
funny?
laugh.
Let's say.
I just put my dad hat on. Sorry. Okay.
You're gonna do a quick round.
One more.
What's the time?
Well, we got a little bit more time. Let's do one more question. Yeah.
Okay. It's your
Okay.
turn then.
Me? Okay. Let's see. What haven't we covered yet? We got that one done. After office,
Good job.
what's next for you?
Man, well, it's crazy how time has flown because I'll be 50 in about 3 years. So so now
You're
my
still young.
oh, thank you. I
Just
know.
your second 25th birthday.
Exactly. So you know, honestly, after office, by that time, hopefully, my kids will probably be teenagers.
Okay.
Knock on wood if the voters keep voting me in, but they'll be teenagers. So the way I see it is like, yes, I'll be sad that they don't want anything to do with me.
Yeah, that's
But-
where I am right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens.
But what I'm really looking forward to is spending more time with my wife. Like, you know, we used to do a lot of like hiking, and
Yeah.
backpacking, and camping. So that's really what I'm looking forward to. You know.
Okay,
That's-
nice.
You know, yeah. Well, you got to pay the bills, but really, it's that just
Quality time.
quality time. you
Yeah.
know.
That's
Yeah.
so wholesome.
That's right. That's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Guys are all
gonna
tearing
cry.
over
I know,
here.
I'm emotional.
I should have got the Kleenex out for you guys. Oh, here.
No, hey, look, I do have to say, look, we have to be thankful for
Supportive
you know,
spouses.
Exactly.
For sure.
They help us.
Yeah.
They help us and uplift us, and so, and then also as you know, public employees, you know, it's not lucrative, but the retirement helps in
Yeah.
at least creating some sense of stability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's important to always think about how do we make sure that we have a healthy retirement system and how we're dealing with those issues, because you want everyone's like golden years after you've, you know, wrestled through your heart of work and the difficulties of
Being
raising
in the
families
trenches. Yeah.
to
right.
just enjoy life with the people you love.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the end of the day, it's the pictures. Like I always think about that. Like the pictures on my phone. It's not like we're here. It's like the time we spend with our loved ones is the things that they'll remember. We don't take pictures when we're at work. We take pictures when we're out with our family and we're on vacation, right?
Yeah.
When we're spending time with loved ones, right?
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
that resonates.
It's true. I think about vacations, and it's about the experience and less about the location.
Yeah.
And I love learning new cultures and whatnot, but it's always about for me what that memory is going to be like and who was there. And our first multifamily, I guess, vacation was with my mother-in-law, my mother, my wife and I, and we had just had Javier, and we decided to go to Spain for Christmas. And it was less about Spain, but the fact that all of us kind of
Could go
on this trip and
Right.
deal with the drama of traveling together.
Yeah.
But it was just, there was something about that, right? That shared experience and
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And the family dynamics, right?
mother
The hallmark of any vacation.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Home Alone traveling
Oh, man.
Yeah.
at the airport.
Okay, well, we are at our segment where it's going to get a little hot for you,
Okay.
Councilmember.
All right.
Lock in.
Just trying to ready lock in. Before we get into our hot seat segment, we need to make sure the wagers have been set. And by wagers, I mean what is the funny thing that you're gonna do if you don't get through the questions.
Oh my gosh. Funny thing.
There's dancing. You can sing a song if you want. You can
I think
Santana.
the funniest thing is watching me dance, unfortunately.
Okay,
God,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Do you have a favorite dance in mind?
I have no idea. I haven't been dancing in a club in a long time. How old is
Oh.
Javier?
All right.
8, 7.
What
So-
club did you used to
So
go
you did
to?
go to the clubs.
Oh, yeah. La Tropicana. La
Oh,
Tropis,
yeah.
I don't know where that is.
Okay.
It was in a strip mall. It's Sacramento. That's where
Right.
clubs are, in strip malls.
Like the Rage back
Exactly.
in the day.
For polyester, yeah.
Polyesters. The foam parties. Wow. You don't even know what we're talking about,
No.
do you? Yes, see?
I'm just smiling politely and nodding.
One day I'll tell you about the polyesters. It's like the trampoline place now, isn't
It
it?
is. So
Yeah.
my wife and I went there. We went to the trampoline place, and we're like, hey, this was the nightclub.
This is where we met. Our
That
old
is
stopping
crazy.
ground.
Field work.
Yeah, but it was so funny. Like when we did, when all the parents got there, they were like, hey, do you remember this kid? They're like, They're like,
Everybody's all touching each other like, hey, look at that.
That's a full circle.
Yeah,
That
hella
is.
full circle.
yeah. Okay.
That is.
Okay, so you're gonna dance.
All right.
Okay, so let me explain this segment to you really quick. Danielle's gonna read you the questions. There's about 14. You have 40 seconds to get through them all.
Okay, 46 to get through.
Yeah, so try to get through quick answers. That way you don't have to
answers.
dance. Danielle's gonna be as fast as possible. Ari here's gonna time.
I'm a yapper. No worries.
Okay, I'm getting the timer. Give
Let me know
one
when.
second.
Okay.
On your marks, get set, go.
Last song you listened to?
Baby Shark.
Last Sacramento restaurant you had a meal at?
Orale Cantina.
Favorite sport exercise activity?
Biking.
Last concert or music festival you went to?
Terra Madre.
Coke or Pepsi?
Neither. I drink root beer.
Your go-to comfort meal?
Tacos.
Allergy
Yeah.
medicine of choice?
Vaporu,
Last book you've read or currently reading?
Caro's, it's the book on Lyndon Johnson.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
Sweet or savory?
Savory.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Beach or museum?
Museum.
3 seconds.
Romantic comedy or action movie?
Action movie.
Oh no.
Okay, I tried. I feel like I went pretty fast.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no, he has to dance.
You gotta dance.
Okay. All right.
Okay, wait. Okay, we've got to play some music for you then.
Oh, do you have a song?
What song,
choice?
Councilmember? What song you want us to play for you?
How about
Baby Shark? Is that what you said? Abatum you?
No. Let's do. How about anything by Sonora Dinamita?
Okay.
Anything by Sonora.
So you're gonna have to stand up so we can see these moves.
Oh, okay.
You can take off your headphones if you
Yeah,
like.
take the.
Yeah.
You're gonna get pulled off the thing.
When it starts.
You got it? Okay.
Sonora.
Dinamita. Dynamite. Yeah, dynamite. Oh, there we go.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, this is a
Put it
classic.
in the microphone.
This is yes.
There you go. There you go.
Any Mexican who's been to a quinceañera, listen to this.
Okay, let's see it.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Or the cholo cumbia.
Oh, he did the elbow thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You gotta add this to the mixer playlist now.
Yes. You are officially off the hot seat, council member. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank
Very
you.
nice
Yeah.
moves.
Yeah, I apologize to all my family in Michoacan for that.
I don't know why you thought that would be
family.
That was really good.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you for vibing with us today, man.
Yes,
that was
you
fun.
did great.
Thank you for. I just do want to ask you though, what was your favorite after school snack as a kid? That was one of the questions you didn't get a chance to.
Oh man, still tacos. They're so easy to make.
Yeah.
You warm up the tortillas.
Honestly,
everywhere.
fair.
I mean, really. It's
That's
like-
fair. That's fair.
Oh man. All right, you ready to take us out of here, Danielle?
Okie dokie. So, unfortunately, we are at the end of our time. So, thank you so much for vibing with us today. Please follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.